Hello guys, my name is Wole Faron. I'm a tech entrepreneur and you are watching Tech Roundup, your weekly opinion, views and analysis of the top tech events happening around the world with a focus on Nigeria. On Tech Roundup today, we'll be reviewing the proposed changes to Google search results layout as NCC and Facebook meet to discuss infrastructure projects in Nigeria, and we wrap up the episode with the story that Nigerian fintech Paga has expanded to Ethiopia. Of course, we'll round up the episode with number of the week and startup profile. There's a lot on the agenda today, so let's get started. Recently took the business decision to change the design of their search result page, making paid ads and organic results very hard to differentiate. This has resulted in a lot of backlash from critics, including politicians, users, the press, saying this was deliberate and is an attempt to drive additional revenue from search ads. Google responded by explaining that the intention was to align desktop search results, with how it's been presented on mobile phones for the past couple of months, with advertisers' logo more prominent than the usual ad signs. Now, I personally don't think this strategy to drive revenue and UX redesign are mutually exclusive. I believe this can be done with minimal impact to users. For us here in Nigeria, here's how I feel we must pay attention to this development. 1. The number of searches on Google and other search engines continues to grow as we see more mobile penetration and as more businesses go online. So the impact will not immediately be noticeable for users. 2. Top advertisers in Nigeria are still the top organic search results. So this implementation may drive up cost and provide less reward for SEO. And 3, most searches are done on mobile. So again, the effect of this will not be significant, at least in the near term. Anyway, Google says over the next couple of weeks, they will keep trying out other display designs to ensure a smooth experience for users, and will be on the lookout for that. In the past week, NCC officials and Facebook management held a meeting to examine the opportunities for collaboration on infrastructure development to strengthen connectivity, build Nigerian businesses, and increase the already heightened embrace of the digital culture. The network investment lead at Facebook in the US during the delegation to the NCC noted that without solid infrastructure, dependable connectivity might be difficult to attain. Apparently, Facebook already pulled off 2 connectivity projects in Edo and Ogun states involving a total of 800 kilometers of fiber connecting operators' towers. However, there's so much left to do considering the connectivity gap that still exists in the country. If the plans by NCC and Facebook to collaborate pans out, the market will benefit from faster and more product access, which could lead to more job opportunities, new tech sectors, more innovation, and the list goes on and on. And to our final story this week. Last week, a Nigerian fintech announced an expansion into Ethiopia. Ethiopia is one of Africa's fastest growing economies with a population of over 100 million with significant mobile penetration. And its huge potential in telco and IT sector makes the country a potentially attractive market for mobile money and other financial services. In my exclusive chat with Jay Alabrabra, the co-founder and CEO of Paga, I asked a few questions to learn more about what was driving this expansion. Jay mentioned that Paga, which has been operational in Nigeria since 2012, is not just expanding to Ethiopia, but also looking at Mexico. He says that Paga would be more impactful in countries like Ethiopia because of the similarities it shares with Nigeria, especially regarding access to finance and financial services. His word, and I quote, Paga strategy is focused on building an emerging market payment and digital financial services powerhouse. Our mandate is global, end quote. He mentioned that just like with CBN in Nigeria, Paga has to work with regulators in Ethiopia as well, and that there will be a different team for Ethiopia separate from the local team here in Nigeria. And when needed, insights and knowledge will be exchanged. He announced that Paga has just recently released a consumer app called OneLink. This week's number of the week is $200 million. Kobe Bryant backed an investment of $6 million in body armor, and that investment became $200 million. A guy who was great at everything he did, Kobe Bryant. We wrap up this episode with our startup profile for the week. Let's watch Felix Imafidon, the co-founder of Requid, on how they are changing the market with their solution.
My name is Felix Imafidon. I'm a co-founder of Requid. Requid is an investment marketplace where we carefully aggregate investment opportunities from low to high risk investments, providing a secondary market for investors to sell their investments anytime they want. Investors can invest as low as $5,000 around the platform. From a single platform, you can participate in as many investment opportunities as we have onboarded on the platform. We launched this about 4 months ago, and in that time, we currently have over 1,000 active users on the platform, and we're doing over 130 million in investments. We participated in the Nigerian Stock Exchange hackathon. We were the winner of that, so we currently have a partnership with the Nigerian Stock Exchange. We've onboarded a handful of partners. We also participated in the Zenith Bank hackathon last month. We're the second runner of that as well.
We'd like to hear your comments and feedback, so please connect with me on LinkedIn at Wale Farron or subscribe to the Tech Roundup YouTube channel. If you're a founder, please take advantage of the startup profile. Send us your video for a chance to be featured in upcoming episodes. Please remember to listen to Tech Roundup on Techie Talk every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. on Nigeria Info 99.3 FM if you're in Lagos or elsewhere in the world. Have a great weekend, guys, and see you all again next week. With Point Alafia. All right, episode 4 done. Yep. You can stop recording now.